So the April Fool's wasn't a joke? We actually bought a jet?
What started as a meme on WAN show when I discovered that a jet-propelled aircraft is not as expensive as I initially thought. I'm serious.
Okay.
Even Luke was shocked. So I started exploring various options, and my uncle's in aviation and has been for many years on the pilot side, mechanical side, and operations side.
Okay.
So when I started to explore that one aircraft that I was like, this is shockingly affordable, he did a bunch of the due diligence for me and ultimately brought me 2 sales brochures, and he went, don't do this. But if you're going to do this, these are the 2 best ways you can do it.
Okay.
And I picked a Dassault Falcon 900B.
I have so many questions.
You and everyone.
When you say it's not that much, how much is that?
So because of the non-disclosure agreement that we signed in order to purchase it,
okay,
like this whole world is very closed door.
Yeah.
I can't actually tell you how much I paid. But what I can tell you is that if you Google it, it's less than that. And the second thing that I can tell you is that with a little bit of girl math, $0. I would have been crazy not to buy it.
There's no way it's $0.
Well, let me put it this way. The engines were all on a service program from the previous owner that entitles you to completely refurbish them to effectively 0 hours brand new once they reach end of life. All 3 of those were done right before we purchased it. It's effectively brand new from an engine standpoint. Each of those refurbishments is worth anywhere from $1.1 to $1.2 million.
Each? And there's 3 of them?
The jet was also in for a 12-year service. And because my uncle's a shrewd negotiator, he put together a purchase contract for us where it was guaranteed that once it came out of that 12-year service, it was at Dassault specification. That 12-year service effectively cost as much or more than the rest of our purchase price.
So what you're saying is you got the plane for free?
So when I'm done with it, with the condition that it's in, with some of the special features that it has, for example, it is one of the few 900Bs on Earth that has a medevac kit. When it's time to divest of this thing, I should be able to get back what I paid and maybe even the bulk of what I spent operating it.
That's pretty cool.
See, you didn't know all this.
I didn't.
And I know that you were very opposed to the jet in the lead up to this.
I was very vocal against it.
But the way that the math works, it's a little bit of cash flow tied up, but we're not actually spending any money, which is so cool. Do you want to see it?
I want to see the whole thing.
Well, you're going to have to wait for this segue
to our sponsor.
Delta Hub. Delta Hub's Carpio 2.0 wrist rests glide smoothly across your desk and help reduce strain during long shifts or gaming sessions. And they come in an LTT colorway. Grab yours at the link down below.
Give me the quick specs. How far can I go and how fast can it go?
It's a 1990, so it doesn't have the same kind of range as some of the longer range Falcon 900s that are, newer,
okay,
but completely out of my price range.
Okay.
But it'll still do about 4,000 nautical miles on a full fill up. So what that means is that from Vancouver, we can go effectively anywhere in the North American continent. And if we were on the east coast of North America, we could hop across the Atlantic in one go without having to stop and refuel at a little island airport. On the subject of little island airports, one of the coolest things about the Falcon is that it's designed to land and take off from relatively small airports.
Got it.
So you only need a landing strip that is somewhere in the neighborhood of around 4,500 feet long.
Okay.
In order to land and take off. Of course, that's all subject to weather conditions, atmospheric pressure, wind.
Other planes.
I've definitely learned a lot, and
okay,
it's way more complex than you would even begin to think it is.
I already thought it was pretty complex, to be I'm scared to touch this thing.
No, you can totally touch it. You can fit so much fuel in here. Did you know that's where the fuel is stored in an aircraft?
It's in the wings?
Yeah. Cool, right?
I guess I don't know where else it would be. That makes sense. People are in there, so it wouldn't be.
I assumed that jet fuel would be inordinately expensive. It turns out that it's actually really similar to kerosene.
Okay.
And doesn't really cost that much more than regular fuel.
How much does it store, though?
It's just the sheer volume of it that you go through.
Okay.
With that said, I'm starting a family vlog. That'll be coming soon. And the first episode is going to be a trip to Cabo where I treated mine and Yvonne's families. When we factor in that the fuel coming back from Mexico was half as much as we paid to go down.
Oh, whoa.
It actually cost less than buying like a first class ticket for everyone, which was kind of mind blowing to me.
I mean, first class,
Sure.
let's bring it down to earth here.
Yes, or not, but
Okay.
but it wasn't much more than even business class for everyone.
Got it.
Which blew my mind.
So the big savings are going to be when we're maybe doing a big company trip.
I mean, can I show you around?
Today's yours. Let's do it.
Yeah. But
What is this hole?
do you want to walk on the wing of a plane? Can we both be up here? Like how much weight to, yeah? Okay. Okay, we can both come up here. Okay. Okay, this.
This feels so wrong. I don't like this at all. Oh my gosh.
You like it a little.
It's not as slippery as I would have thought.
I guess we would come up here for fueling. I never really thought about where the gas tank, is on a jet, but if the fuel is in the wing, obviously the fuel port would be on the wing.
Does that mean there's another one on the other side?
I would assume so, yeah.
You have to fill them both separately.
And both the same, so that the plane will be balanced. In fact, on one of our recent flights, Luke was talking to the pilots while they were flying, and they were explaining to him that because in the grand scheme of things, the plane is so light in order to optimize its ability to carry passengers and cargo, even small differences in weight distribution have to be accounted for. So they were telling Luke that him hanging around with them up in the cabin was actually negatively impacting fuel economy. And if he went all the way to the back and sat in the very back, they would actually have to make adjustments to the throttle in order to alter the pitch of the aircraft just a little bit.
I assume that scale is different if you have a bigger jet versus smaller planes, right?
Yes, but even then,
Got it.
these are finely balanced machines. You change one bit of furniture inside and you've got to submit that. You've got to get that certified.
And like potentially recalibrate.
You've got to account for that.
Got it. Okay. Wow, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. So here's the emergency exit from the outside, which I've never seen.
I've never looked in the outside of a plane. This feels so weird.
I had a lot of people ask me, like, safety was one of the big questions. And I was like, look, Lance would not allow me and my entire family and Yvonne and her entire family to get on something that's not safe.
Sure.
We are doing everything as scrappy as we can. We've got a great deal on this hangar. Like, seriously, shout out these guys. We'll link to their business in the video description. So we're doing it scrappy, but we're not compromising at all on safety. Now that we've made a safe landing,
Okay.
I feel it's a good time to talk about this.
Whoa.
Another major maintenance cost center on aircraft is the landing gear. So rough landings, total landings, and time all contribute to how often this stuff needs to be overhauled and checked. Well, guess what? As part of my girl math $0 plane, all three were completely redone months ago as part of a 12-year check. I'm talking the whole plane goes up on struts or on donor landing gear. They completely take apart the whole thing, new seals, new everything, new anti-skid, make sure everything's working perfectly, and they throw it back on. So once again, when we go to divest of this asset, it's a business term for flip this, someone is basically buying a turnkey, ready to go 900. Ever looked up inside of the landing gear?
No, believe it or not, I've never had the opportunity to do that. It smells exactly like I would expect it to. It smells mechanical. It's also like less complicated and as complicated as I expect.
Hey, want to see the first thing that I broke on it?
Yeah.
The good news is it wasn't this.
That'd be
It was like the second night after it arrived, and we hadn't shown the kids or any of my family members yet. So I was like, oh, do you want to come see it? And they were like, heck yeah. And as part of just kind of poking around at it, I was like, okay, I don't know, do you want to check out the baggage compartment? Except there was only one small problem. The plane wasn't powered. So after I opened this, which it turns out to close needs like a powered winch, there was no way to close it. And in the baggage compartment was all the documents and paperwork for the plane. Now, that might not sound like that big of a deal. Let me put it this way.
Okay.
It's about a pallet of banker's boxes, this high. And the way my uncle explained it to me is, see that pallet? That's half the value of the plane. You don't have that, there's no history for this bird.
Oh.
Nobody's gonna wanna touch it with a 10-foot pole.
Because if they can't see all the service history or any of the maintenance, any of that stuff.
So they were all in here. So leaving this open in a shared hangar, not really an option. Had to call my uncle who was doing flight training for this plane. So you can have all the experience in the world. You still have to get certified for weeks on an individual airframe.
Okay.
He's in the middle class. I'm like, hey, so the thing's open. He goes, oh my God, how could you? Okay, so here's what you have to do. We had to hook up like the emergency power battery or something like that in the butt of the plane. It was a whole ordeal. Anyway, the point is, want to go in the cargo hold?
It's not the first time a millionaire has asked someone that. Sorry, I don't include that joke.
That's a billionaire thing.
Okay, that doesn't make it in. Go to floatplane.com, subscribe for the extras. Oh.
I mean, you can go on it, right? Yeah, you're good. Maximum weight, 220 pounds.
Go ahead, say
I'll go on it.
Yeah, you go in.
Ow. This wide angle lens makes it look a lot bigger than it is. I can't even stand in here, and I can touch both ends with my arms.
So it's about a 3 foot by 3 foot by 3 foot.
Yeah, thank you for that.
So how do we close this thing now?
Well, okay.
Does it not just have like a fob, like a car?
Oh, baggage door closing. When we were there that night and I had to close it, it made an awful noise.
Okay.
And I was probably pretty sure I broke it. Hey Lance, when I opened it when you were in training, did I damage it?
Yeah, I had to replace the whole door.
No. That's not true. Okay, so I didn't. So do you know the nickname for the plane?
No.
It's the Millennial Falcon.
Did we actually tell people what the name of the jet was though?
That is
No, the public one of like.
Oh, you mean the company?
Yeah, are we allowed to disclose that? Okay, it's called Influence Air.
No, it's pronounced Influence Air. Now I know what you're probably thinking. Hey kid, she looks nice from the outside, but what you got under the hood of that thing? Is she a Hemi? No, she's not.
Whoa!
Hold on, I'm gonna try and do it. It's stuck. Lance, help me.
How can you make something so simple, so complicated? Okay.
Whoa! What the hell am I looking at?
Okay, so this is our weather radar. This is our navigation computer, all of our communications. What you're hearing is a cooling fan.
Okay.
In 1990, the rudimentary compute that was in here was a pretty big deal. And while you can retrofit this with more modern computer systems, it's one of those things like bedazzling your jacket. You're never gonna get your investment back on it.
Got it, okay. Can we swap those fans out for nocturnal ones though?
No. Uh-huh. All right. And hoop ho. Cool, hey? Welcome, sir, to Influence Air.
Thank you. Oh, wow. Dude, this is dumb in the best way possible.
Right? So, are you ready for a bomb?
Well, not in a plane. You can't say that.
A truth bomb.
Oh.
Would you like to know who the original owner of this plane is, who is responsible for the gold-plated ashtrays and gold-plated sinks? Hold on. I'll let you see it first.
Okay.
There it is.
That's so... Oh my goodness.
24 karat on that, baby.
Is it actually?
Yeah. Plated.
Oh, I thought you were kind of... Okay, I thought you were joking.
No.
Is this like Trump's plane?
This plane has had a few owners, but originally it was owned by the government of the United Arab Emirates, allegedly. So this is what I've heard. This is what I've heard.
Okay.
May or may not be true, but that is my understanding of the origin of this aircraft. So they asked for some special modifications to be made as part of its production.
Like gold sinks.
Like a gold sink. Okay, so that's that. Do you want to sit in the cockpit?
I was waiting to ask, I just didn't want to interrupt. I'm going into the cockpit. Holy cow. I'm a pilot. Well, not really. I shouldn't claim that. Is that like...
definitely not really. So above you is a bunch of fuses and stuff, and also a panel that has caused what was probably the most expensive issue that we've had so far with this plane.
Okay.
See, one of these screws was a little bit too tight and was shorting out.
Oh.
So that caused the illumination behind all these gauges to go out. So we were able to fly, but only in daytime. We were like replacing power supplies and doing all this stuff until we finally found, well, hold on, what if we back one of these out an eighth of a turn? And that was it.
That was what saved it.
That's the kind of stuff that, from talking to Lance, you run into after a 12-year check. This thing was taken down to studs, would be the building equivalent.
Okay.
Every bolt removed, cleaned, checked for corrosion. So when you put it all back together,
You might have some mishaps like that.
couple little things like that, yeah.
Got it.
Any idea where you'd even begin to use any of this stuff?
I'm assuming this is go forward.
That is go forward,
Heck
yes.
yeah. I assume this is a steering wheel.
Sure.
Or are you... You say that like...
Yeah, it's a steering wheel.
Okay.
Up here is all of your relevant flight gauges. This would be our weather radar. Then these screens right in front are the actual flight displays. Also up here is our parking brake and our super high-tech compass. Boop. Getting out of here. Guys, the next time you see like a 6'5" pilot, you just like, I don't know, give them a thumbs up or something, because I don't know how they get in and out of these seats. These are the best seats in the house. This was another one of the things that made this a much better deal than it otherwise would have been. Remember I said the deal is that we get it in factory approved condition, right?
Sure.
Well, part of that was the mechanisms for these chairs. These go forward, backward, side, side, and turn so that you can face the people in these chairs over here. How much you want to guess that mechanism under the chair is worth? Don't forget that it is aviation certified, which
More than 10,000?
5,000 per chair.
Okay.
And it was 2 or 3 of them were broken.
Okay, so I was right about 10 grand.
And we found so many little things like that.
Sure.
That again, you know, girl math, when someone comes and looks at this thing, they're gonna look at it and go, wow, okay, this is like babied. Like everything is in working condition because we were like on it.
And this fix was still part of that original...
You better believe it, bud. They found one seal that was like a fraction of 0.1 millimeter out of spec. My uncle pulled up the documentation, he said, no, it's not.
You signed to fix it, so...
So we got it fixed.
Okay.
Safe.
The costs add up for these things, which is why I was so hesitant on it, because, you know, there's a saying, right? If it flies, floats, or you're supposed to rent it.
Yeah. These are fun. Almost every seat has a little table, which is kind of nice.
Okay.
You know, pull out the laptop, get a little bit of work done. Sammy, I think, got like almost a whole float plane video edited on this at one point.
I have a question about that.
Yes.
Wi-Fi.
We have Wi-Fi.
Okay. How does it work?
Well, you take a whole bunch of money
Okay.
and you give it to someone,
Okay.
and then you get tastic Wi-Fi.
How much is a whole bunch of money and how tastic?
Thousands of dollars a month, and tastic is like kilobytes per second, and it's spotty. So aviation Wi-Fi is moving from land-based towers that you just fly over and then get out of range and grab the next one.
I see.
And like I said, the speeds and everything is spotty, to obviously low Earth orbit satellites.
Got it.
However, whether you're talking Starlink or whether you're talking about Gogo's Galileo, it has to be certified for your particular airframe, and then to even get the hardware installed is probably going to be in the neighborhood of $200,000 to $400,000 US. and then the monthly is not going to be any cheaper.
So we're not going to do that.
I am leaning away pretty heavily. What else is there to show you? This is fun. These 4 seats convert into a bed.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I'm not going to show it to you because the mechanism involves this table lowering down on this like accordion thing here.
That was really loud.
Whoops. Anyway, this is cool.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah. There we go. Then you just put in the leaf, and if you give it a little shove.
Oh, okay.
We've had as many as like half a dozen people playing cards around here. Now, this is interesting. In here, you will find high-tech 3.5 millimeter jacks, and
oh.
Now, in practice, in flight, there's a lot of like background noise. So it doesn't sound amazing. You're way better off just putting in your headphones. But one of the things that Lance said was, hey, while it was in for that 12-year check, we should look at getting it sound treated, because that is something that carries some value and is something that makes a big difference to the experience. And then he looked into it. It turns out it already had like state-of-the-art sound treatment. So it's actually quite comfortable to be in.
I guess I have one more question.
Oh, yeah?
If you're talking about like a whole cabin sound treatment, can we wrap the plane?
No.
Sorry, I knew the answer. It was just like the #1 Reddit comment when people found the jet.
I'd love to. It'd be so cool. You'd be adding so much weight
Got it.
in vinyl that it would affect the fuel economy. And also the heating and cooling cycles, the expansion and contraction of the airframe. It's not worth it. Naturally, this is the best place to have a meeting if you were to do it here.
Oh.
There you go. And it's magnetic.
Oh.
So this is probably the most comfortable place to sleep. You got the privacy curtain and you've got the ability to boop. There.
Okay.
So if you were gonna have a nice little sleep, this would be the place to do it. And then I think there's some kind of like, there's like a thing in here. Yeah. That you can pull out.
Oh, whoa.
And I think this like can go in the middle, and then you can have a little mattress thing or something. You can turn this whole thing
Like a
into
whole
like
bed?
a giant bed.
Oh, wow.
I don't know, I don't care about that.
Okay.
I don't need to have an orgy in the back of the plane.
That's for the front of the plane.
That's for the ones with a B, not an M. Okay, this is something I actually want to fix. So see how there's a little kind of crack at the top?
Yeah.
That's for good reason. Because if you were to open this, it would wing here. So this piece, has to slide up and down, depending on whether it's open. It doesn't open all the way. And I feel like that's the kind of thing that one of our very smart people, like, Justin or Sebastian, could probably help fix. It's actually really loud in flight. Because this is open to the, we've come full circle.
Oh, that's the cargo hold.
Baggage.
Okay.
You can go in there now. It's not that big, hey?
You're very right. It's actually quite small. Man, you made this look huge though with your height.
Oh my God.
Wait, so is this another bathroom back here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's another toilet there.
Yeah.
Cool.
What about second gold-plated sink?
What is this? What is this Canadian curling boop?
Okay, I can explain that.
Please.
We've had some issues with this little plunger here. See, normally it's sealed.
Yeah.
And you push it down to drain it. And there's suction. So on the last flight, I forgot whether it was push or pull. And they had glued the little thing on the top, and they had used a pretty crappy glue, honestly. I don't think that's entirely on me.
Okay.
So I forgot if it was push or pull, and I pulled it, and the thing came off.
So now this is...
So now there's a label and a boop.
Is 2 bathrooms really needed on a jet this big?
Because you can have up to, including crew, like 17 people on here. 2 people may need to use the pooper at the same time.
Got it. Well, if you guys ever need to do a trip again and you just need to, you're at 15, you need 17 or whatever, 16. My wife and I would love to join you.
Okay, all right, I'll keep that in mind. But of course, we'd have to have a meeting when we get there, though.
Absolutely. And a meeting on the plane if we really need to.
About important things.
Yeah.
Shh. Come on, give us some privacy here. We're trying to have a meeting. Oh, hold on, I got this. Oh, you know what else I've got? Is this segue to our sponsor, Delta Hub. Whether you're gaming or working, sitting at your computer desk for a long period of time can leave you aching in all sorts of ways. A Delta Hub Carpio 2.0 can be used every day to help support your wrists while you're working. But What if you aren't just punching numbers into spreadsheets? What if you're playing competitive first-person shooters or action RPGs? Well, Delta Hub's Carpio G2.0 comes with a wrist strap, so you never lose track of your wrist rest, even during faster-paced gameplay. It also sports a perforated design to help prevent sweat buildup. Both versions have that signature glide feeling that Carpio is known for. And if you have larger hands, they also come in a larger size. But no matter which model or size you go with, they're going to be small, lightweight, and easy to pack around for working on the go or a late night LAN with friends. Learn more about both versions and find the right Delta Hub Carpio for you using the link in the video description. If you guys enjoyed this video, why not go check out April Fools? We're running a huge promotion on the store right now. These are probably all sold out by the time you watch this, but we've got these cool little LTT coin
medallions, challenge coins.
Challenge coins, that's the word I was looking for. And it's a fun video.